and poignant questions. The first one on the ban on the state's ban on mining activities across the country is a point that is really sore, and it's a constitutional matter. I want to use this opportunity to get to the entire Nigerian public that no state, and I repeat, no state has the authority to interfere in mining operations. No state has that authority. And it is not, it's a no-brainer. It's a constitutional matter. Mining belongs exclusively in the purview of the federal government. According to the Constitution, it is in the exclusive legislative list. It is not in the residual, it is not in the concurrent. It's in the exclusive legislative list. And every item on the exclusive legislative list belongs to the federal government. There's no doubt about that. All items on the residual list belong to the states. And all items in the concurrent section belong to both. But mining, like oil, solid minerals, belongs in the exclusive legislative list. Therefore, it is the federal government that has the authority, legal authority, as supported by the Constitution, to make laws, regulations, and operationalization of the solid minerals resources of Nigeria. Now, because of the peculiar nature of solid minerals, because of the involvement of the local communities, of the host communities, there is an engagement, even in the regulatory framework of mining operations. There is an engagement clause with the host communities. And the federal government, through the Ministry of Solid Minerals, has been engaging with host communities. In fact, in the licensing operations or processes or procedures, there is a provision for the engagement with the host communities. Now, these host communities also belong in the various states. Mark you, we are not against any state that wants to engage in mining operations as long as it follows the due process. If any state wants to engage in mining, it can form its own SPV, a special purpose vehicle, apply for mining license from the office of the Minister for Solid Minerals, and go through the due process and be so licensed if it meets all the criteria. Such a state, like any company or like any individual, institution, or corporate body, that is the law. But for a state to wake up and say it's regulating mining activities, it's like a state waking up to ban oil exploration. It is downright illegal. However, because we don't want to engage in confrontations and distractions leading to all kinds of infractions or social anomie, we are engaging the states. The state executives have been in touch with the chairman of the Governors Forum, and I'm going to address the NEC, the National Economic Council, of which state governors are members, to educate the states. I have also engaged quite a number of governors individually. Some have come to visit me here, and I've been able to tell them that this is the situation. I've also discovered that some are not actually very versed in the constitutional imperatives and dynamics of this sector. And so there's a need for adequate education and enlightenment. However, there is no amount of education and and enlightenment we can engage in that will be outside the purview of the law, of the Constitution. And the Constitution is very clear. Mining activities, solid minerals, liquid minerals, all minerals under the earth belong in the purview of the federal government. Thank you. Your second question is the ultimatum given to illegal miners. Yes, we gave a 30-day ultimatum to